Hello and welcome back to the channel. This week on Cruising Calypso, we are going to take a look at cruising boats that can be had for under $250,000. We'll set a range between $250,000 and let's say $150,000 in that $100,000 bracket, see what we can purchase, and we'll show you 4 boats and see what you think. Coming up. So this week we were down at Calypso. It's the end of the season. We just finished winterizing the water system. We did the AC and the fresh water. The boatyard took care of winterizing the engines and the generator. I changed the oil, they changed the fuel filters, and that's all done. So a little bit more work. We have to take a little bit more things off the boat, get the bedding off so we can wash it. But pretty much she will be ready for be put to bed in another couple of weeks, and then she'll be shrink wrapped. So until then, take a look at this video, get some ideas, see if there's a boat you like. Take a look. So the first boat we're going to look at in this price category of $150,000 to $250,000 is the Bayliner 3988. Now this boat, I have to say, is one of the nicest looking boats in this category. You can say what you want about Bayliner, and Bayliner made their boats at a price point, but in terms of design and style, this boat has it. It's an excellent 2-stateroom diesel cruiser that will get you from here to there and provide lots of time on the water. Taking a closer look at the layout, you can see she has a settee in the salon with a table that is high-low that can convert either to a coffee table height or to a dining height. She has a galley up with decent room, a 2-burner range, sink, and refrigerator. Across from that, there is a regular dinette for eating, and then she also has a lower Helm station. Her sleeping accommodations consist of 2 staterooms, one forward that is en suite with a wet head, and then a second stateroom that's tucked in underneath the galley and steering station that includes 2 bunks, and across from it, it is served by a guest head that has a shower. This is a fairly typical arrangement for what is essentially a 40-foot boat. What is nice here is to have that lower helm, which is a little bit less common to find in boats like this. Gives you the ability to drive from the flying bridge or from the lower helm station, and so you can be out of the weather. The next boat in this series that we're looking at is the Carver 450 Voyager motor yacht. This is another good-looking boat that came out in the 90s and continued on into the 2000s that offers a nice salon, a lowered helm position, and a bridge with excellent seating for socializing. Carver made several boats in the Voyager series, up to and including a 57, with the 450 being the smallest of them, and there being a 53 and a 56, I think, as well. The Carver offers excellent use of room with a nice cockpit and sliding doors that enter into the salon. As I mentioned, she has a lower helm station, which, like many Carvers, includes a very comfortable high back captain's chair and a good commanding position with good sight lines. Taking a look at her accommodations, she has a settee in the salon opposite a smaller 2-person settee with a galley up arrangement across from the aforementioned helm station. Taking a look below, she has 2 staterooms. Now, because this boat is 45 and not 40 like the Bayliner, both of the staterooms have queen beds instead of a twin like the Bayliner did, and she has 2 heads, and so she has fairly comfortable accommodations for a boat of this size. Boats in this size range make excellent travelers for families with a couple of kids or 2 couples, as there's plenty of privacy having 2 heads and 2 large staterooms. For comparison, this is a similar layout to what Calypso has, although she does not have a lower helm station like the Carver and the Bayliner do. Powered by a pair of Cummins 6 BTA 5.9 370 horsepower diesels, should give her a cruising speed according to the specs of 18 knots. And with 570 gallons of diesel, that should give her an impressive range, probably in the 400-mile range. So you can go a lot of places with that kind of distance. Our next boat in this range is a little bit smaller than the first two, is the Meridian 341. She's a little bit newer, but very stylish with her dark blue hull and swept back sheer and radar arch. While this boat is a little bit smaller, she gives up nothing in terms of style and space for a family to cruise on. What she does give up, however, is the second head that the first two boats had, but she still has a large forward stateroom, a second stateroom with two twin beds, and then a head with a separate stall shower. In this case, it is a circular shower with the revolving door around it. Meridian boats are a little bit more upscale than Bayliner Carver, a little bit more akin to Sea Ray, and in fact there's a lot of similarities here between Sea Ray's boats and the Meridian. As you can see, she has a very nice salon with ultra leather upholstery. In her galley, she has Corian countertops with contrasting color. One of the things she does give up, however, is in her second stateroom. It looks like one of the twin beds is a little shorter than the other, might be a little bit tight. Exterior space is excellent. She has a nice cockpit with a settee and room to relax, along with sliding doors to get in and out. On the bridge, she has the Helm station, along with seats for a companion and guests. She also has a small refreshment center, including a refrigerator for cold drinks while underway. The last boat we're going to look at is the Regal 4460 Commodore. She is an express-style cruiser, which is a little bit different than the first three, which were more motor yacht styles. All of these boats have what I would call a European look. In other words, they have sleek lines and sloping radar arches as opposed to a more traditional American upright style. The Regal offers more outdoor living than the other three, having a large cockpit, and essentially her salon is on the main deck, although like all express cruisers of the type, they do have a lower salon. In this boat, the reason I chose it is she really has some innovative spaces down below for a boat of her size. In addition to having an on-deck summer kitchen, which includes a grill and a sink for food prep, she has what I would say is one of the more innovative accesses to her engine space, in that she has a hatch with a ladder to get down to it, which is a little bit more better than a lot of boats I've seen, including Calypso, where you just have a hatch. You sort of have to climb your way down over whatever's in the way to get access to the engines. Being an express cruiser, she only has one helm station at the main deck level, no flying bridge, of course. Moving below, she really has excellent space and a high degree of fit and finish. I would put Regal and Meridian in a class above Bayliner and Carver, but it really comes down to what you like and where you want to put your money in terms of fit and finish or in terms of size or accommodations. This boat has really nice space in her salon, and then forward she has a nice master stateroom with a queen bed that's almost walk around and offers a lot of space to get in and out of the bed, along with an ensuite head. And then her midship stateroom, which is her second stateroom, also offers decent space. As you can see, she has two twin berths, but she has plenty of headroom and then also an ensuite head there. So there really is quite a bit of space in a express style cruiser of this size. Well, I hope you thought those boats were helpful. See if any of those you like. They are some nice cruising vessels. You know, if you look in the 250 range, definitely gets you into a decent price point. Next week we will look at under 150. Of course, that means a little bit smaller, a little bit older. And the thing is, you have to remember, old is not bad as long as the boat has been well taken care of and everything is in good working order. And it might mean putting a little bit of investment into the boat, but don't discount an older boat. As long as the style is good and you like it. Of course, the most important thing is the engines. Make sure they're in good shape, and they may take a little bit of work, but an older boat may be a good solution to get yourself on the water. So see you next week.